1, 2. What up, dog? Guess who's back? Stepping out the liquor store with zigzag packs. And I'm supposed to have a new heat, huh? The 12 o'clock club banger. We're back that ass up. I'm sweet pain like a shot of tequila. Tip the bartender a buck and head for the speaker. Certified platinum, Napster though. My alias, Oliver Clothes Off. Snatch your hoe. Trust me, homie, I do things. 13 leads rappers confused like Bloods and blue shoestrings. You ain't got it, LA is my project. I bail solo and ain't nobody patting the pockets. 3-ring champion, the city I'm from. Do the damn thing with guns with the Big Bang Theory. Superior MC, oxygen, I can't breathe when my rhymes flatten streets like concrete. That's it, the game is over. I'm all up in this, the game is over. That means the door cracked open and I stepped in. And I probably won't leave until the thing ends. That's right, the game is over. It's on site, the game is over. That means watch your back and protect your front. 13 is the name and the game is done. I'm serious, man, I'm through. I pissed off Winnie by putting my 2 fingers up in his honey. Miss Pooh, I piss on your crew. Leave with your girl spitting your food. It's all the same like tits and boobs. Rhyme addict, rhyme addict. Prime example of a man who got a habit. Regardless, clown, I slow burned and burned down. You probably heard it in your town. Cops made you turn it down. MCs can't look me in their face to shame the way they see me drop lyrics. Fool, I can't blame ya. 13's the name, rank, and serial number. Technically, I spread like venereal STDs. The recipe to your ecstasy next to me is no one. You have stepping otherwise, son of a gun. Bow, here's another one, hun. And when you see me step up in the door, the party begun. That's it, the game is over. I'm all up in this, the game is over. That means the door cracked open and I stepped in. And I probably won't leave until the thing ends. That's right, the game is over. It's on site, the game is over. That means watch your back and protect your front. 13 is the name and the game is done. I'm serious. I'm serious. That's it, the game is over. I'm all up in this, the game is over. That means the door cracked open and I stepped in. And I probably won't leave until the thing ends. That's right, the game is over. It's on site, the game is over. That means watch your back and protect your front. 13 is the name and the game is done. I'm serious. The game is over. The game is over. That's right, the game is over. The game is over. The game is done.
Welcome to Hsp Greed, the last show in Heart and Soul Promotions full comp show here. We have 10 big matches on the card. You'll be seeing my co-host later, but actually you'll be seeing him now because he's in the opening match. We got the important one, Mr. Mayhem, in a 3-on-1 handicap match taking on Shady, Sean McKenzie, Vane, and Johnny Blade. Oh my God. Without further ado, folks, let's take it down the ringside.
That's right, folks. Look at that right there. That is the action figure of the important one, Mr. Mayhem, from when I was a professional wrestler. I didn't make that myself. That was made specifically for the important one. And that tells you something. That tells you more than Johnny Blade. That tells you more than Vane. And that tells you something more than Shady Sean McKenzie. You see, I was actually somebody in the professional wrestling world. And I chose to come here to Heart and Soul Promotion along with Dr. Quack to show promo. Promo is an important part of the professional wrestling game. You have to be able to talk. You have to be able to put butts in seats. And three guys here As I've said before, they are great talkers, but the time for patting them on the back and putting them over is over. It is time to put the important one over and show you why, while I'm not a promo artist, I'm going to win this match. I am going to beat Shady Sean McKenzie, Johnny Blade, and Vane in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Make no mistakes. They don't have action figures. I do, because I'm the important one. Let's start with Vane. Vane is a good talker, but he suffers from Lex Luger syndrome. How does a guy who wins the Pure Heart title all of a sudden decide he needs to take a break and doesn't even get to touch the leather? Doesn't even get to touch the leather. True Lex Luger, somebody who's always supposed to be a runner-up, never supposed to be the number one guy, never supposed to be the winner. And I'll tell you this, I figured it out why he calls himself Vane. Vane is actually an acronym. If you look closely, it says there, voice all right, yet not entertaining. That is Vane in a nutshell. His voice is all right, but if you don't have sound, you don't have pictures, you don't have all the other things, if it's just his words, Vane is not entertaining. And you know what happens when you're not entertaining? People don't pay to see you anymore. You don't put butts in seats. I didn't promo, and I was putting butts in seats. I told you how good of a promo artist I am without even having to promo. Next up, we got Shady Sean McKenzie. When you see Shady Sean McKenzie, you see 20 years of experience, multiple titles won all over the promo world. However, Shady Sean McKenzie is not a professional wrestler. I have seen toothpicks with more definition. I didn't realize that it was possible to have an innie for a chest, but here we have Shady Sean McKenzie with an innie for the chest and a physique that is outdone by toothpicks. But I'll put it this way, at least toothpicks have a point. Shady Sean McKenzie sometimes has no point. He is squared away like a bowling ball. All round, no points. No reason to be out there. So Shady, you keep winning those promo titles. I'll still remember the fact that I put 15 years in the professional wrestling ring. I hold victories over Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I have held tag team titles with Pat Tanaka. I have faced the Road Warriors. I have faced Jake the Snake Roberts. I have done some things in the professional wrestling world. I was even an Undertaker's Druid in 2006 in Dallas. Can you say that? I didn't think so. Which brings me to you, Johnny Blade, the guy who actually has a professional wrestling pedigree, professional wrestling experience, and put more time in the wrestling world than I did. So everybody give it up for Johnny Blade. For those of you that didn't know, Johnny Blade beat me in my debut match in 1999. And he thought I'd been in the ring a year in my debut match. I had only trained for 9 days. And I took on Johnny Blade. Yes, I felt the lady's leg drop. Yes, I lost in my debut match to a guy who'd been in the business for 4 years and had been on WWE television or WWF television, let me be correct, as an underneath enhancement talent. Again, Johnny Blade, you have done some things in the professional wrestling world. But getting your one victory against me is not make you better than me. Because as you pointed out in one of your hypes, yes, I was part of Texas All-Star Wrestling just like you were. You held the tag team title once with War Dog, or I think it was War Dog. Once. I held the Texas All-Star Wrestling heavyweight title 3 times. 3 times I was the hardcore champion, and I was a tag team champion. I hold victories in Texas All-Star Wrestling against the Necro Butcher and against Hot Stuff Hernandez, amongst others. And you were a tag team champion. and you're bitter. Well, I'm sorry. Get over yourself. I'm going to give away one more thing. Here's how much I thought of Johnny Blade as a promo artist. For those of you that didn't know, Johnny Blade started his time in Heart and Soul Promotion as a judge. And he was one of the judges that all the boys in the back talked bad about. So with that in closing, Vane, not entertaining. Shady Sean McKenzie, not built for professional wrestling. That's why he's so good at promo. And Johnny Blade, while he was in the professional wrestling world, he deserves a lot of respect for doing that for now almost 30 years. But he could never be better than the important one. His only claim to fame in professional wrestling where he beat me was the fact that he beat me in my debut match. Other than that, nothing. Cannot touch the important one. So remember, judges, 3-on-1 handicap match, choose the important one. Promo is about making a match mean something, and I've done that better than they have.
Heart and Soul Promotions, here we find ourselves at Greed. And what you're about to witness is nothing less than a captain going down with his ship. Mr. Mayhem finally decided to grace the great fans of HSP with his presence, but he did it in such a manner and fashion that he stands no chance. The fact that the personification of the perplexity that is perfection in this business today, yours truly, Shady Sean McKenzie, has Johnny Blade in vain standing by his side, man. Verbalistically, physically, however Mr. Mayhem wants to come out and portray this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't really matter. The man has trained guys to do this in the actual business. He's the means behind the scenes. But tonight, Mr. Mayhem, you're about to get truly decimated, dominated, and destroyed by three of the absolute greatest that this company has ever seen. I have a lot of respect for you, Mr. Mayhem, and what you've done for the actual business itself. But I've never needed a mentor in this business. What we do here is totally different from what they do over there. What we do here is so much more. You actually have to come out and portray something that you're not. And that's exactly what you're going to have to do tonight, Mr. Mayhem. You're going to have to come out and portray to us that you're something that you're not. You think that the three of us aren't prepared for whatever it is that you have to bring tonight? Buddy, you've got another thing coming. So, whatever Johnny Blade, whatever Bane comes out and has to say to you, it has been my honor and my privilege to perform here in HSP for guys like you. But it is going to be my pleasure to put you down like the sick dog that you are. HSP stood at the epitome of greatness in this business, and you're just going to shut it down and let it fucking fade away? Man, that's sad. So the fact that you train guys to be that way, to build something up to be the absolute greatest, and then just to let it fade and walk away, hurts my feelings, Mayhem. Hurts my feelings bad. And I thought HSP would stand the test of time, but I guess I was wrong. So tonight, you're going to get buried, just like you're about to bury your own company. And if you don't like it, well, that's just too goddamn shame.
Heart and Soul Promotions, it's me, Johnny Blade, and tonight is the night we've all been waiting for. Greed. And what a fitting name, because I am a little greedy at times, especially when it comes to matches that I really want. And tonight, I want this match bad. I've been wanting this match. Ever since I first started here in HSP, I used to make little comments toward you, Mr. Mayhem, thinking maybe I can get him to have a match with me. It never happened. It never materialized. But it has now, hasn't it? You've been thinking about it long and hard. Ever since I beat you in your very first ever pro wrestling match, you've had this little bitter feeling toward me, haven't you? Well, that's okay, because the feeling's mutual, because once you went to Texas All-Star Wrestling, a place that I had just left and was there for about 3-4 years before you came along, you won the championship there. You won the heavyweight championship, the Texas All-Star Wrestling heavyweight championship, a championship that I tried to win a couple of times. Of course, I didn't do it. I didn't get the job done, but you did, Mr. Mayhem. You won the big prize there. Hell, it's a pro wrestling company that's still in business to this day. And I've been a little upset ever since then, knowing that you won that, knowing that I beat you. And then you talk about you got the advantage here tonight because we've never seen you promo. Well, who cares, Mr. Mayhem? I also didn't see you wrestle before I defeated you back in 1999, but guess what? I still won. And tonight's going to be no exception, because not only did I beat you in your first wrestling match, I'm going to beat you in our first promo match in your own company right before you shut it down. You got me. You got to contend with Vane, who's very dangerous. You got to contend with Shady Sean McKenzie, who shares co-promo artist of the year with me. I bet that ruffles your feathers, doesn't it? The fact that I won an award and won all these championships in your company, a guy that defeated you in the pro wrestling business, that really gets your goat, doesn't it, Mr. Mayhem? The important want my ass. I don't care that the Necro Butcher named you that. Guess what? I defeated the Necro Butcher in the spring of '99. Yes, Lufkin, Texas. I don't know if he'll admit that to you, but it's a fact. I defeated him, your trainer. I defeated you. And I'm going to defeat you again tonight. Because ever since Texas All-Star Wrestling, ever since the fact that I beat you, I think you've been jealous of me. And I've been a little bit envious at the fact that you could win a championship that I couldn't win. Tonight it's all over. Tonight it's all over. I beat you. We've come full circle. Myself, Vane, Shady will be victorious. And I'm going to prove to you tonight, Mr. Mayhem, that I am better than you in wrestling and in your own promo company. Heart and Soul Promotions, it's been fun. I love you all. And Mr. Mayhem, tonight, you go down.
Let's talk about the importance of Heart and Soul Promotions. Let's talk about the importance of being a decent human being and casting judgment on the people that deserve it. But then let's flip that. Let's cast the judgment on the people who didn't deserve it. You know, you've played a crucial role in this game, Mr. Mayhem. You have played a crucial role in everything that we do, everything that we say, everything that we produce on screen to entertain everyone who turns in and tunes in to watch our shows. Yet you're the deciding factor. Yet you are the important one. Now, you see, as much as I want to believe that, I question your importance. I think you're just a figurehead. I think everyone else does the dirty work and you are just there to reap the benefits. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the lowly competitor that shows up, shows out, and gives his absolute 100% attention, craft, and his God-given ability to cut someone the fuck out. Mr. Mayhem, you have been in this game for a long time. Way before this, you were in professional wrestling. And as I made mention in my previous hype, this ain't about arm drags, this ain't about hip tosses. We're not going for the 1, 2, 3, because ultimately the 1, 2, 3 is the minute we hit on that camera. And we talk our shit. And we give you our craft, the same craft that you have honed for almost 30 plus years. And we show up, and we show out, and we give it our damnedest to make sure that everyone that watches our shit is entertained. Now, mind you, I haven't been here longer than the other two guys that are teaming with me tonight. But I have put in my time. I have shown up and showed out. I have done everything in my power to get myself to the plateau of this game and then build on top of the plateau. Taking this game to new heights. We're out here touching stars, people. And at the end of the day, because that's how we need to end our promos, let's face facts. We are at the end of the day. This is the end. And the end ends with me and you. Mr. Mayhem, the important one. I need you to question your importance. Because by the time this is done, I think you're truly going to understand how important you truly are. Kinda.
Hello fans, this is FTW broadcast colleague RYK. The date has been set. 6 high-profile matchups already announced for Sunday, November 15th. Your winner! Your winner! Your winner! Ladies and gentlemen, I am RYK, and this is Saturday Night Turbulence.
Man, oh my God. What a hell of a match there. 3-1 there on there. Oh my God, handicap. Wait a minute, I see the important one.
Wow.
Man, you put on a clinic out there.
I was able to catch Shady before I had to make my way back up here, and Shady threw some bombs too. So now I see why you guys do this and why you say it's different than professional wrestling. I just learned a valuable lesson.
It definitely is. It is very tough. But you got some energy in you?
I think so, because it's time to actually watch some promo action that doesn't involve me, right?
Yes, we're moving on here.
Hey.
We are going into an ultimate submission match. First ever in HSP. We got the BBG taking on Cruella the Vamp.
Oh boy. BBG's not a name I'm familiar with, but the committee said he's very, very talented, very, very qualified. Cruella has made tons of advancements since her time starting here at Heart and Soul Promotions. I'm curious to see who makes who tap out verbally.
All right, let's take it down to ringside.
Yeah. Okay, Kilo. Okay, Kilo. Knock, knock, who there? Pass the blood, don't answer. Holy's Blackwood froze up, heartbeat, got cancer. Knock, knock, front door, shadows on the lantern. Talk tough on the pulpit, now the whole script shattered. Knock, knock, hear them footsteps drag through the rain. Everybody know the name, but they don't say the name. Knock, knock, one sound make a loud mouth change. When the pressure hit the room, ain't the soul stay the same. Pass the blood, quit preaching, boy, your sermon got holes. Every tale you ever sold got exposed in the cold. I move dark through the static while you pose for the crowd. Got these Blackwood whispering, they ain't saying it loud.
Time and time again, things have went through. Everyone knows that man repeats itself, not history. Because man makes history, It's kind of one and the same. Cruella, the vamp, versus BBG and HSP, heart and soul. Those are two things. And Cruella only has one. And that's what I have to pull from her chest in this ultimate submission match. I have tugged at her heartstrings long enough. And now it's time to press the buttons of pain. That pure and intense night that she's gonna have one-on-one with BBG. How do you make a vampire submit? It's not with sunlight. For this will be done in another way. See, Cruella, you have embraced the dark. You have embraced the blackness in your heart. I was born with the blackness in my very being. And the darkness is something that I live through on a daily basis. And it's not by choice, the choice is. In this ultimate submission match, you have a choice. Either you can quit, or you can take this ground and pound as this old fella takes you to Pound Town. Not a vampire in Brooklyn, but damn sure a blade to hunt you down. Because this vampire hunter got the D is gonna take you down. You will understand what pain is, Cruella. You will understand what suffering is. I will not be nice. I will not be gentle. You will be pushed to limits that not even your passionate love-crossed story of your existence and anything like you has always been. Lo and behold, the truth be told, vampires have this uncontrollable lust for passion and affection. But the malady is mortality. Well, now you're dealing with something that has something beyond mortality, Cruella. You will be put in holes that not even Japan, not even the Greeks, not even the Europeans of any sort have ever seen. I will make you submit a Kobayashi Maru, a test that's designed for you to fail, which is clearly just a Darcy trick. And as you reign, weave, and whittle, this vampire hunter is gonna giggle. I'm gonna hold you down and take you to Pound Town in that ground and pound from dusk till dawn until the sun goes down. Because despite the dark shadows and the buzzies of the world, this will be a fright night as I myself take you from the consciousness of this world. This will definitely be definitely be forever night. Respectfully, of course. Brilliant.
Look at you, BBG. Take a real good look into my eyes and tell me you actually think you're walking out of that ring with your dignity intact. You signed the contract for a ultimate submission match with me? You poor, foolish, pathetic little boy. You didn't book a wrestling match. You just handed me the keys to your personal hell. In a normal match, the referee saves you when your shoulders hit the mat for 3 seconds. But there are no pinfalls here, no lucky escapes, no ropes to save you when I drag your broken body back to the center of that ring. It's just you, me, and the timer that is going to feel like an eternity while I make you beg for mercy. I'm going to tear you apart, piece by piece, BBG. I'll start by snapping your arm in a Fujiware armbar until I hear that satisfying pop. The moment you think the pain is over, I'll transition shamelessly into a sickening heel hook, twisting your knee until you feel the ligaments shredding. I want to hear you scream. I live for that sound. I want the entire arena and everyone watching at home to hear the high-pitching, desperating shriek of a boy who realized far too late that he is hopelessly out of his depth. And when you're beaten, gasping and crying on the canvas, I'm going to bend you in half with the brutal ring of Saturn, pulling your neck back until you're barely breathing. You're going to slap that canvas over and over again, tapping out like a helpless little sub you are for the mistress of darkness. You belong to me the second the bell rings, BBG. I'm going to make you submit until your arms are too weak to tap, and then I'm going to make you tap some more. Pray to whatever you believe in, because when night falls, your nightmare begins.
Wow.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I like that ultimate submission match kind of thing. It's too bad we didn't do more of them.
I'm telling you, the brutality in that. Oh my God. I'm very impressive from both. We'll find out who wins later tonight on that. But you know what we got now?
What do we got?
We got Havoc taking on Boss.
Ooh. Boss? I think Boss is a little bit upset that he kind of, he had a little bit of stumbles here towards the end. He came back, but Havoc is no pushover. So let's see what's going to happen here. Does Boss take her too lightly, or does Havoc take him out?
Let's see who gets their last victory, folks.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? HSP, what the hell are you doing to me? So you got me facing this one person named Boss? What is he, Boss Baby? Boss Man? The fuck? Why? Why in the world is he named the Boss? Why, is it because he runs this company? Does he run the whole fucking show? I guarantee you this person doesn't have the balls. They don't have the glutes. They don't have the intention. They don't have the ability to face me. All because they call themselves the boss. It's hilarious. It's hilarious how everything goes on their own way, while I'll be sitting and waiting for anything to be happening. Now, I know I have been busy for a very long time, and honestly, it's kind of relaxing. But now I gotta face this guy named Boss. Boss, I want you to know something. You see my walls? They're blood. They also have figures. When you step in the ring with the wolf, the alpha of Havocs, you might realize something. You fucked with a mess with the one person of the alpha. So, I want you to do, tighten your boots up. Make sure you have them fighting like a pro. Because for me, I'm already a pro. I'm pro to anything. I'll see you soon. This is ridiculous.
Whoa. HSP. You know who it be. It be the man named OG Bossolini, baby. And I'm here today. I'm facing Havoc. I'm really facing Havoc. But now here's the thing. Everybody expects me to try to dig in on her for anything that she's not done. The fact that she misses big matches, she don't show up, all those things. That's not what I'm going to do today. This is what's about to happen. This is the end of my story here in HSP. And yes, of course, I feel that I should have had a bigger match, but I understand. Because recently I've been on a skid. I've been sliding down, but guess what? The boss is going to end all this on a good note. Because everybody knows that when I came in, no one liked the boss. Boss had no friends but one. He had his tag team partner. A-List Alverson. I thank you for being there. I thank you for helping me with the tag team run that we had. But see, we didn't stay there. We made friends, lost some on the way, but we made them. So, Heathen, I thank you for once being a part of the cartel. That goes also to you. I know you're not here anymore, but hopefully you get this. And that's my buddy, the Purge. Now, that sounds like all the members. Oh, except for one. My brother. The man and the last person to hold the Pure Heart title. Mr. Wallace. And make sure you put the Mr. on it. But the three that remained, we continue to fight, we continue to grow. So even though I lost this match and this match, I didn't care. Because I had brothers, I had family that could pick up the cartel at any given moment. And Mr. Wallace picked up the cartel, he held up the cartel, so I'm going to give him his shot up. I'm going to give him his reason to shine. But before I'm done, before this all comes to an end, it's time for me to get to you, Havoc. Now, Havoc, the last one in HSP, and you luck up and get me. Or is it lucky? Because I'm going to say it like this. You have had every opportunity, and I mean every opportunity. You know, you backed out of, what was that? You backed out of something big, but who cares? All I know right now is you're going to look out and you're going to say, easy pickings. Well, it's never been easy pickings. those people who won, don't think they just blew past me. Don't ever think that they just ransacked the boss. The boss kept things going. The boss kept coming back. He came back to help the HSP. My goal was to make sure that they didn't close the doors. But as I seen, people still got worse. No hypes. And I know what you're gonna say. There wasn't no hype from you or Havoc, but it was. We hyped before the match got switched. But it's time to say goodbye. So Havoc, HSP, I bid you adieu.
Man, you could feel the heartfelt words there from Boss.
That's what I was about to say. When we brought Bossellini in, when we reached out to Bossellini, we didn't realize how much importance he was going to give to Heart and Soul Promotions, bringing the cartel, bringing in his former group that we now will not say, but they know who they are.
I think the legalities have passed on that.
Well, fair enough.
But yes,
the shot callers.
Yes, the cartel.
I want to say thank you to Bossellini. He may not have won a singles title here. He only won several tag titles.
He did.
But he is in the Hall of Fame, and we say thank you, Bossellini.
Yeah, and we look forward to that being out there, coming out in September. We will definitely have that for the week.
And buy his merch. Buy
his merch. There you go. You ready for the next match?
I'm always ready. What do we got next? We got a really good one next time? We got a good one this time?
We've got a steel cage match between Elijah McFly and Uncle Leroy with the special guest referee, BBG.
Okay. This I've got to see. How do we do a cage match? Don't tell us we're WCW Uncensored where we don't know what we're doing.
No, this was a match that was made there. It was in the locker room and, got made. So I'm like, here we go, folks. Let's click down here and see what's going on.
Heart and Soul Promotions. My name is Uncle Leroy. I am former wrestling heavyweight champion since 1951. This is my second match in my career. My fly, I try to help you going to be one of the greatest promo artists in the world. My fly, you passed my class. You failed the school of promo. My fly, I know why what your problem is. You think you better than anybody else, include me. Why you are tired about a 6 years old like a dog? Also, you tired about my nephew AEP like a dog. At least AEP do entertain people on the screen, and you just do this. Ooh, I got beat Uncle Leroy. Ooh, I got beat AEP. Ooh, I got beat Dr. Crack. Son, what kind of promo is that? It's just like you gonna make me scream. God, leave a fly. You almost gave me a heart attack. Every time I'm looking at your promos, you make me go to the bathroom and shit in myself. Every time I see your promos, I die. You know what, McFly? You're not gonna be a good promo artist.
You ain't gonna pass my class. I got 3 peoples on the list. Tell me with you. I see one person carry you. You know why he carry you? Because you're not that good promo artist. I'll just be honest with you. My fly, you cannot mess with me. I know this is a steel cage match. I've been in a lot of cage matches before. And you think you're gonna stop me in this cage? I do not think so, youngster. I will gonna take you to school tonight. My fly, don't feel bad. I ain't trying to hurt you. I try and help you best I can because you think you... Anyway, somebody is going to night-night. It's gonna be you, my fly. You know what? You need get some rest because you know this. I will gonna put good night transformation on you. Wee! I believe I fly. My fly. Hey, you want to be like Michael Jordan? Hey, you want to be a dunker? You need to watch out that basketball goal. Hit in your head, now make you a promo artist. They're not believing you no more, my fly. They believe in Uncle Leroy. Now, Uncle Leroy, take my butt back in the bed. I like this stupid kid.
Following message. The Legion of Doom.
Finally, it's the last show. The very last time the entire world is gonna hear the name HSP. Exactly what's gonna happen to you, Uncle Leroy. You wanted a match. You've asked for this, but you don't understand what you're getting yourself into. You see, with me, I'm never scared. I have no fear. I have no motivation, no dire need to actually respond to your dumbass message because all it is scraping and scrambling bullshit. Enjoy the time that you have around this universe. Because when you least expect it, each moment that you think you're getting closer and closer and closer to something greater, you're not. You're just gonna be dragged down. Just like AEP. You're both the same. You act the same. You talk the same. You move the same. So there's no going to be any special tricks when it comes to me, Leroy. So enjoy this moment. Enjoy this little spotlight that you may think you got. Because with me, it's not going to cut it. I'm just going to rip you apart. And I'm going to enjoy every single second of it. How about that?
Man. Uncle Leroy is a wild man. Let me tell you, I remember hanging out with him when I was back in the days wrestling, man. He was in that locker room. He was nuts.
Yeah, I did a couple of shows with Uncle Leroy right when I first started. I learned what the term rib means from Uncle Leroy. But I will say this, AEP, Angelo Entertainment Productions, they need to do a best of funny videos. They will make a killing. That poor kid dunking the basketball, I'm sorry, you put it best, I'm dead.
I am so dead on this. But now we've got another specialty match. We got some specialty ones here, and this one's kind of wild because it was originally going to be Jimmy against Dragon Queen, but things changed, and now it's Dragon Queen versus Gypsy Freak in a piñata on a pole match.
When did Vince Russo join Heart and Soul Promotions?
Well, actually, he came over last week, but, you know, we've had some conversations.
Was that while I was in D.C. and I missed it?
Unfortunately, see, look, you got to be here.
I wanted to shake his hand so that I could break it.
Without further ado, let's take it down to ringside.
HSP, your girl, Dragon Queen, is here. And look what I have, a match at Greed. And I have it with my dear old pal, Gypsy. And what are we doing? We are having a piñata on a pole match. Now, you see, I've got my bat to prepare myself for my piñata that's hanging over here. Oh, shoot. Maybe I shouldn't have revealed that, but hey. Gypsy, my dear girl. Here we are. HSP. Match of the night. People might think this is a fucking clown. People might think this is a joke. But you and I, we know how to have fun, don't we? You know, girls just want to have fun. And what better way for the last match you and I have in HSP while it's closing its doors to have a piñata on a pole match? I mean, I'm excited. Are you excited? Hell, this match has been talked for in the locker room and everybody's excited, well, except for maybe just one who didn't want to participate. But you know, hey, it's okay. He's right here participating. Much like you and me about to get these hands. You and I are going to square off. You and I are going to show everybody here in HSP why we are both the toughest bitches here in this industry today. And why would I not have a proper send-off here in HSP without doing it with you? So, Gypsy, you want to gear up? You want to tear down the house? You want to show these people why two of the craziest females in this industry are fighting it out just so that way we can climb on a pole and beat a damn piñata. It's quite simple. You and I know the game. You and I know what it takes to win a match. You and I both know that we are going to show up, show out, and no matter the time, the place, the even platform. And here HSP is gracing themselves with a match of a century. I'm sorry, Gypsy, if I'm gonna have to give you some black and blues all over that face of yours so I can go ahead and get to that piñata. I'm sorry I have to, witness maybe a murder, maybe a decapitation. Oh, wait, no, we don't do decapitations over here. No. But I am prepared to take this fight from you. I am prepared to do everything that I can to show these people why Dragon Queen is not to be messed with. Yes, my match with Mr. Wallace didn't go as planned, but you know what? Regardless of having a title or no title, I'm still here showing up for the very last time here in HSP. And what better way to do it with a fucking bang? Now, if you'll excuse me, the children are finally getting to that piñata. I might need to stop them before they actually get their hands on. So you, me, Gypsy, I'll see you at Greed.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of HSP, it seems that you are getting that double dose of Gypsy Freak, and I get to face off against Dragon Queen and a little piñata on a pole match. Piñata, piñata. I even brought my own piñata with a lot of fun little goodies in it. I even brought a cute little golden ducky. Quack. Yeah. There's so many fun things in there. There's a shank, some hot sauce, a mask. Yeah. So many things. Yeah, you hear that and you're like, what's a mask gonna do? I mean, I could gag you out with it. I mean, hell, you never really quite know until we bust that sucker open and share all the goodies inside. Right, Dragon Queen? Because, you know, girls just want to have fun. And here I'm thinking I'm going to have lots and lots and lots of fun. But maybe I got to go find you first. And I love games. You know how I am. You and I go way back, don't we? We were in the same crew at one point. You know, current history is that you and I would have probably faced off for a championship somewhere else had you not left. But that's neither here nor there. It's about this match and that piñata, or your piñata, whoever, it doesn't matter. Piñata on a pole, I'm gonna take whatever's in the piñata and I'm gonna beat you with it. I might even take the pole and beat you with it too. It seems like you need a good ass whooping, and I'm in quite a mood, you know. Here I thought you were gonna come out here like a fucking Spitfire and have something to say, but, you know, I'm disappointed. But it's whatever. I'll go find you, and we'll go back to the ring and we'll kick this off the right way. Because let's be really serious. I'm not about to back down from nothing. No one. Not even you. A Dragon Queen can never take out a Gypsy Freak. Never. Anyways, I'll be seeing you real soon, sis. Toodles.
Wow. There's a lot of shots fired in that.
Well, I want to say this. I don't think they fired shots at each other. I think the two of them figured out what Vince Russo tried to do and humiliated him and swirling him verbally.
Well, that was our dedication to the Lucha Libres that are all around in the promo game. Like, we still trying to find out where Mucho Lucha Siete went. I don't know where he went. El Fudio and El Slim Man, they all have kind of traveled the world. Maybe they'll come back. Well, Not anymore. He won't come back here. Wait, what? Oh God, we got one more.
Doppelganger. Doppelganger.
Sign. But what does it mean?
Doppelganger. Doppelganger.
Well, that was some of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Are you the doppelganger? I saw you. I think I thought your hat, or was it half-past black?
Let me just confirm, it is not me. If you notice, the doppelganger does not have blue eyes.
Oh my!
I have
goodness.
blue eyes.
Well, we're going to try to figure this out, but we're going to take a quick commercial break to see if we can figure
We
it out.
need to, because what?
And welcome back, folks. Thank you all for tuning in here to our last show, Hsp Greed. As you can see, we have Quack Wrestling Questions. That's coming up here next week. You'll see the big tournament coming out there in October. Also, want to give a big shout out to ORM Belts. Thank you for helping us make our great, incredible belts. And if you're looking for one, that is the man to see. And as you can see, Redbubble, that actually is still open. There is some people's merch on there if you want to take a look at that. But guess what we got now, important one?
I hope it's the 80s match. Honestly, I do.
It is the 80s match.
Awesome.
This is something I've been looking forward to as well. We have the storyteller returning, and he'll be taking on Half Past Black.
All I can say is these two guys know each other. We know that they formed a tag team, and like Johnny Blade and Kevin Wolf, they've appeared on screen together in the past. So they live nearby, but now they wanted to get at each other, and they wanted to do it, no pun intended, old school.
Speaking of which, let's take it to the ring.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mean Mike Crowphone, and this is HSP's Greed. HSP's very final show coming at you live from the beautiful Metters Arena. It's 1984. Hulkamania is still running wild. Ronald Reagan is still president. Randy Savage is both Randy and Savage. And tonight, here at Greed, HSP's very final show, the storyteller takes on Half Past Black for one final swan song.
That's right, my first guest tonight is none other than the inaugural Pure Heart champion, a former Soulfire champion. I'm talking about the storyteller. So, storyteller, what do you plan on doing tonight to put Half Past Black down for good this time? Because we all know that your prior engagements ended inconclusively. I'm the bard, Mean Mike. HSP, I am the poet. I am the wordsmith and the troubadour. I am your New Age knight. I am, for the final time tonight here at Greed, your humble storyteller. And you have the gall to ask me, Mean Mike, what I plan to do to put Half Past Black down. I'll tell you, nothing. Unless Half Past Black decides to become a threat. In which case, my only recourse will be violence, and you best believe I will put him down with extreme violence, so that he's never a threat to me again. Strong words from the storyteller. But that's not all, because my next guest is none other than Half Past Black. Half Past Black was the very first person in HSP history to score a perfect 21. So Half Past Black, what do you say to the naysayers who say that you've never won a title? Always a bridesmaid, never a bride, eh?
You wanna know what I say? I say y'all need to mind y'all damn business. I know y'all on here run your mouths. I stand on my business. I stand in this damn ring like nobody else. Look, what I do for me. I do for the fans. I do for the people that actually love me. Because unlike the storyteller, it's not greed that funds me, that fuels me. What fuels me is the love for this, the passion for this, the heart for this. I bled for my sweat and my soul. What about you?
Well, there you have it, folks. Half Past Black mentioned the history between himself and the storyteller. So, storyteller, why don't you tell us a little bit about that history? I'll say that the history is history, and why dwell on it? But I'll indulge you. Myself and Half Past Black have been tearing it up all the way back in 2017 and 18, when we were fighting for titles at the Metters Arena. And even then, he never won a title. 6 years we've been doing this here at HSP. 6 years, Mean Mike. And yet HSP, Half Past Black, has never won a title. And yet I have held many. So let's talk about the history. I faced him from here to there and back again, and he has never beaten me. History everywhere, like the McGraw-Hill study book. So let's talk about history, Half Past Black. What do you have to say?
Y'all want to talk about history? Huh?
Hey, don't, no.
You want to talk about history? Let's talk about history. Let's talk about his story. Let's talk about when he won a Pure Heart title. Let's talk about how Half-Past Black was the first one to call him. Let's talk about when he won a Soul Fight title. Let's talk about how Half-Past Black, the one that coached him through it. Let's talk about when he wanted to sit there and become a Grand Slam champion. When he wanted to go for the tag team titles. It was me he called. It was me who done the work. It was me that fought the matches that needed to be done to get it to put together. And you who walked away. Let's talk about history. Only belt that I actually need is this right here from whooping your ass tonight. You hear me, storyteller? You crossed the line that you just cannot walk back. If there's air and opportunity in the room, I'm taking out the air. Can you trust me when I say this shit? I came here to beat your ass tonight and make my own story. Now tell that.
Are you really ready for this? You really want to stand here and look me in my fucking eyes and act like you're the best in the world? You think that you, honest to God, think that you stand a chance against me, Mark? Huh? Huh? You think you stand a chance against me?
Of course I do.
No, you really don't.
I was the inaugural Pure Heart champion.
But you sucked at it. Huh?
Really?
Yes.
I held that belt for 6 months.
And how many times I had to help you keep the damn title?
And how many times did you have to come over to my house so that I could help you record, huh? Because you could never get an Android phone of your very own, Half-Past Black.
Oh, okay. Well, guess what? Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about how you can't get the job done when you need to get it done. Let's talk about how when you want to be the Grand Slam champion, you call me up, we make promises that you can't even keep. You make promises you can't keep, Mark. You put us in a situation that embarrassed us for the whole company because you couldn't keep your shit together.
And what about the time that you couldn't do it because you had a mountain of family problems, huh?
Yeah,
you want to bring it all up? Let's air it all out, Half-Past Black.
Let's air it out. Let's be genuine. Let's be honest. Because listen, there is no way in hell that you defeat me tonight. There's no way in hell that you think that you stand a chance. There's no way in hell that these damn people are not going to see through the line of bullshit that you really are. Greed, that is decisively you. It's always been about you. You have been the most selfish, unconsiderate motherfucker I've ever met besides quacking this motherfucker.
Then throw the first fucking punch.
Oh. Trust me, if I knew your ass wouldn't call the fucking law, I truly would. You just have to put out your fucking mirror and bury like the fucking old dog you really are.
And yet I stand. And yet I'm back now. And yet the time that comes is now. There is no tomorrow. This is for all the marbles.
You're right, we landed all on the table, right?
Yeah.
Huh? You won't bring it all on the table. All the dirty laundry about freaking HSP. Put all the bodies out there, right? Huh?
And how many times has our ideas been shot down unilaterally? Not even considered.
How many times have your ass not considered how your actions reflect on everyone else around you? You put in your fucking thick ass skull. Your actions have consequences. Your consequences trickle down to me. I'm left carrying the fucking weight of the fucking storyteller, calling his backup dancer, his backup whatever, storyteller like whatever the fuck. Talking about I'm having character infringement because of you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Be a little less like The Rock, huh? How many times have you heard that from the judges? How many times have they told you to slow down, pause? Psychology. It's no different than any musician, comic, anybody with live performance. You gotta know how to read the crowd. And right now, buddy, you need a very strong set of glasses.
What fucking crowd do you fucking see out here? Huh? Huh? We are just 2 men in a fucking room in a fucking goddamn garage.
That's right, because none of this is real.
You're right.
And there is no tomorrow, so Half-Past Black.
Yes, storyteller. Huh? What story you gonna tell? What fucking story that you gonna fill us full of lies? Chapter 1, lie. Chapter 2, lie. Chapter 3, another lie. When is the story gonna fucking end?
Now. Because I'll be damned if I'm gonna wait around for the decision of 3 people who I'll never meet. So let's go out like we came in. Call it in the air.
Heads.
Congratulations, Half-Past Black. You win. So, can we stop this now and just go have a beer?
No, go to the shop.
All right.
Well, I guess the match is solved.
I'll say this. I'm glad they solved it because the last time we saw them, we got a moonshot from the storyteller when those 2 guys were scrapping.
Oh, thank God for the censors truck. I'm telling you, they did a great job on that production.
But it wasn't what I was expecting, but I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it.
We'll find out what the judges actually had to say. I mean, that was the unofficial with the coin flip. We'll see if they go with that. I don't know.
We'll see.
But we've got our next match here. We have got a Transylvania street fight. We have Cruella coming back to take on Prince Blackheart.
Ooh, Prince Blackheart, the winner of the very first match ever in Heart and Soul, and now he's in a Transylvania street fight against Cruella the Vamp. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. I will say that these are two of the more dark individuals that we've ever had grace HSP.
Yeah, this is going to be very fun to watch. Let's take it down the ringside.
HSP, it's me, it's Prince Blackheart. Cruella the Vamp, your silence has been speaking volumes to me. It has made the thought of two things. One, that you think I am below you and that is the biggest mistake you can ever make. Or that you have got a yellow streak going down your back and you are just like Custard the Cowardly Dog, afraid that I am gonna embarrass you and put you in your place, because let's face it, the Queen of Darkness, Cruella the Vamp, you have just come up against your lycanthrope. If you don't know what that is, put it in layman's terms, it means that you have come up against your protector, your bodyguard, for the moons. See, I said I was going to put light on you, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. So let's face it, you haven't even came out, you haven't even spoken a word since this match got put back. So, the thing is, Cruella the Vamp, are you even going to turn up? Are you going to disgrace HSP on its last ever damn show? Well, me, I'm going to show out, and put you down with a silver stake through your damn heart. You're going to be laid in ashes by the end of this match, and that is no damn spoiler. That is no prediction. That is no thought process. That is damn fact. Yeah. You may be able to get what you need. You may get what you want. Let's face it, shall we? You're just a puppy dog. Best is relevant. Whereas this dog, this lycanthrope, it's the only thing standing between you and obscurity. I'm the one that will make you damn relevant. I will give you your 5 minutes of fame, because that is exactly what you want. And let's face it, you never see a person like me ever again.
Black lace, counting bones in her purse. She walks the legion of doom like a curse in a fur.
Her smile cuts glass. Her heel leaves a scar. She calls out the lost ones from the trees in the dark.
Look at you, Prince Blackheart, sitting there on your quaint little plastic throne, wearing a crown made of cheap vanity and dying hopes. You call yourself royalty, but in my world, royalty is just a higher grade of meat. You actually agreed to a Transylvania street fight. You signed your own death warrant and called it a contract. You think you're entering a match, Blackheart? You are stepping into a butcher shop, and I am the only one that's holding the clever. There are no rules to save you. No referee to pull me off when tears to breathe out of your lungs. No rope breaks when I snap your limbs over the cold, unyielded cobblestones. Transylvania doesn't offer mercy, Blackheart. It feeds on the weak. Let me tell you, step by step, what that night's going to look like. The cobblestones, I'm going to paint those filthy Transylvanian streets with every drop of blood running through your royal veins. The steel? I will take the heavy iron chains from those ancient alleyways and wrap them around your throat until your eye boggle and your gasp for air that will never come. Flesh? I won't just pin you, Prince. I am going to peel the skin from your knuckles, drive your face into the shattering glass, and truly listen to the sickening crunch of your collarbone caving under my boot. You want to play with the monster in the dark? I won't just beat you, Blackheart. I'm going to hollow you out and leave your broken, bleeding shell on the pavement as a warning to anyone else who dares pretend to be immortal. A crown of thorns and broken bones. You talk about your legacy and your lineage. But when I sink my teeth into this match, when I split your skull against a cold stone, you won't be thinking about your crown. You'll be begging. You'll be choking on your own blood, crawling on your hands and knees through the dark, praying for the bell to ring. Well, there isn't even a bell. The sun doesn't rise in my world until I have had my fill. So shine your crown, Prince. Wear your finest silk, because a Transylvania street fight, I'm going to strip away the royalty, strip away the arrogance, and leave you drowning in your own agony. I'm going to break you, Blackheart, and I'm going to enjoy every single drop.
Man, I'll tell you though, Cruella coming out here pulling double duty, and just coming out strong. She is. Prince Blackheart putting up a hell of a fight. I'm curious who wins this match.
I will say one thing, and I agree with A-List Alverson. It's too bad he's retired. This match needed a Damian Cross as well.
Oh, God, I tell you, one of the legends in this game truly is, But now we've got what's going to be a 5-way is now a 4-way come as you are match. We've got Dante Black, Kevin Wolf, Elijah McFly, and Gypsy Freak. All four of them coming into this.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Heathen, he had to check himself into the hospital, so he was unable to perform. It's too bad. I would have loved to have seen what he brought to this match, but we still got 4 legitimate windbags in a good way that are going to throw down where anything goes.
Yes, and I have been talking to him, and he says he will be ready for the Champion of Champions match. That's where any champion over the last 5 years will be able to compete in this match. So stay tuned for that on September 20th. Big show there. But let's get down the ringside.
And now, after all that is said and done between myself and Uncle Leroy, we can set the focus to where it actually matters. See, it's not about everyone that needs to deliver a message before you get to the straight point. Because this is the very last show. This is HSP called Greed. And there's one special person who does live off of greed. And that's you, Dante. Wow. Be aware. Somebody shots fired. But Dante, over here in HSP, you and I were the Vipers. You and I were a dominant tag team. You and I have done things no one has ever done before. No pun intended. But then, Dante, for 3 years we have teamed up with each other. And we have said countless of times, we are going to become the HSP Tag Team Champions. But has that ever been a success? No. It hasn't been just because of my faults and my mistakes. It's been about your faults and your own mistakes, because I've been carrying the weight of the Vipers. I've been carrying that name because I created it. You live off of it. A weapons match? Here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing about this. I don't need to showcase a specialized weapon, be like swinging a damn fucking bat around like I'm a damn freaking rat or some dumbass monkey. Then we come to you, Gypsy. How ironic that I speak about a freaking monkey, because every time someone looks at you, they're in the face, they're looking both directions. Oh shit, shots fired. Oh damn. Gypsy, you can have your special weapon, you can bring all the chaos as you wish, but here's the thing, Gypsy. You ain't gaining anything out of this. I mean, Heathen, on the other hand, Heathen is actually going to try and actually put more effort in than Dante Black, than Gypsy will ever do. Not just in this company, ladies and gentlemen, but throughout this entire universe. But then, when those of you fail to realize there's that one person slithering away, slithering around, I'm gonna strike, and I'm gonna strike harder than any one of you could possibly do. A weapons match. Get fucking real. My weapon is my words. Sharp like a knife. Ladies and gentlemen, bye.
Greed, HSP. And it's funny what this event stands for. See, because greed isn't just wanting to have everything that there is, have everything in your pockets, have everything in your mind, have everything in your soul, and take it from everyone that stands in your way. Their money, their wealth, their happiness, hell, their depression, or they have nothing but a lifeless soul. That is what greed is. We've seen different terms. Greed was an entity, a power that rotted from disgust and turned itself into a demonic force, because it took too much. And in this 5-way, works myself, the Reaper Dante Black, the Gypsy Freak, Kevin Wolf, Haven, and Elijah McFly. Come as you are and bring weapons mass. Now you see, in my I have no such thing that is a weapon, because every single one of you are going to bring them for me. Because whatever you show up with, whether it be kendo sticks, whether it be a stake to defend yourself from being stabbed through the heart like a vampire you are, whether it be a metal chair to bash in someone's skull, whether it be a baseball bat to crush someone's knees or they cannot walk. I'm a tactical technician. You can take everything that you bring and just put it on my side of the playing field. Because you see, all of you are here for the last show ever of HSP. And you want to walk away a victory, and that is what one person wanted to do last time. What you said out of your own words, I didn't bring my best, right? Even if our friendship burned out and flooded to the sky, the ashes were all flying around me, and the darkness was around my cloud of thought through my mind, I didn't bring my best, but hold up. Your winner was the Reaper Dante Black versus Kevin Wolf. And Elijah McFly, I've seen what you've said. You're not going to hold anything back. You're going to release every amount of animosity, anger, intensity that you possibly have to finally just get it all out there. That's the difference between me, every single one of you, except probably one other person in this match, and that has to be Heathen. And you can have Gypsy Freak aside of that picture, because you have to change to actually do something. You have to change to be someone here in HSP, to actually have momentum, to have a fire that burns to the eternal sky. But us three, we just have to show up and do what we always do. We have to change our route. We have to evolve and adapt our character. If you see, the Reaper Dante Black has been what he has been for almost 5 years, and that is greatness at its motherfucking greatest. You don't like it, but cornered and stuck on your phone like a toddler. Because it greed. I'm not looking to take everything from you. I'm not looking to take all of your hopes and dreams and turn them into dust, because of greed, you're gonna do that to yourself. Even you're one of the best there is. We've had very small, slim encounters, and you have beaten me, and you hope to do it again, because you are what so many would call the beating heart of HSP. When HSP withers down and closes the doors, what does that heart do? Does that heart continue beating on? Do you try to revive it? Put on a show in front of everyone's eyes? Does the Gypsy Freak try to wish upon a spell to bring some life? Does a vampire try to hide in their coffin before falling to a true demonic entity? Greed will be your downfall, every single one of you, because it's what you bring upon yourself. Same door, shut for now. When it's open, you better walk your ass out there as fast as you fucking can, because once it's closed, there's no turning back.
Heart and Soul Promotions. Tonight has been a roller coaster. Tonight is a roller coaster for me, because HSP, in my heart and hearts, my whole heart of hearts, has been the place that I could truly be me. When I came to this place, I said I was gonna break the mold for people like me. I call myself the LA Knight of this game. I call myself the mankind of this game. Because there is nobody out there like me doing the things that I'm doing. And you know, sometimes there are times where I wonder why I do this. But then I look around and I see people like me who aren't even close to where I'm at. And I'm reminded that's why I fight. So tonight in this 5-way, I fight for them. I fight for the people without a voice. So you, Dante Black, people said that it was personal between me and you. You're right. It is. We used to be brothers. We used to be family. But somewhere along the lines, you lost that. You won the last match by bitching and moaning and complaining. If that's what people want to see, then fine. I never needed to do that ever in my life. I come out here and I rely on my hard work to do this. Elijah McFly, a man who has never beat me. And you never will beat me. You know why you'll never beat me, Elijah? Because there's no way you have more drive than me. There's no way you have more determination than me. There's no way you can do this better than me. Because you don't even have heart enough to promo the way you're supposed to and build a match, yet alone speak a coherent sentence in front of me and look me dead in the eyes and tell me that you're better than me. But I'm looking you dead in your fucking eyes and I'm telling you I am better than you, Elijah McFly. Then we got the Heathen, a man who hits like a fucking tank. But that tank eventually is going to run out into the wrong battlefield. And you haven't really been the same Heathen since this place was announced to close its doors. I mean, you're no longer the Live King anymore. You lost to Rig, a man that you've been saying that you were going to beat. Oh, you're going to find out, Rig. Oh, we found out. We found out that the mighty Heathen is human. The mighty Heathen is not that big of a tank that he thought he was. But I'm out here to prove everybody wrong. Line them up, I'll knock them down. Because that's what I do. I survive more than any of you. I've been here for 3 years running, and not a single person could stop me. Better men have tried, better men have failed. Then we got a woman that just came back, Gypsy Freak. It's been a while. Welcome to the end of HSP. Welcome to the tail end of it. Because you had a chance, didn't you, to make a difference at one point. And you pissed away your opportunity, Gypsy. And you want to come out here and talk about how you're the baddest bitch around. Actually, you're a little off. You're just a bitch. A stupid one, but a bitch. So, now that I'm going to take care of all 4 of you, allow me to use the rest of this time to tell you I will keep fighting for guys like me so they can have a voice. You don't need to have an A-list Alverson look to be a champion. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it at Champion of Champions, and I'm going to prove it tonight. That it ain't about lists. It ain't about the looks. It ain't about the class. It's about this. So I'll start this the same way I started it 3 years ago by saying, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make an impact.
I'm on the train that's pulling the sick and twisted, making the most of the ride before we get arrested. We're all wasted and we're not going home tonight. Covered in black, we like the social graces. Just like an animal, we crawl out of our cages. They can't take
and gentlemen, boys and girls of HSP, we are at Greed, and I think it's about time that I show everyone just how fucking greedy I really can be. This opportunity, mine. This victory, also mine. The top of the division, mine. It seems like everybody else is just a little too scared to come out of the woodworks. You get an opportunity to bring a weapon of choice, and no one takes that opportunity and runs with it but me and Heathen. You know, Elijah, I'm disappointed in you. Dante, I'm disappointed in you. And Kevin Wolf, I'm really disappointed in you. You make me want to chase you out of a fucking another company. And here I thought you would show up and say what you had to say with your whole chest, but it seems you have your tail between your legs. And you ain't gonna say much of anything, especially because you're distracted with whatever else you're doing. But don't worry, when I ring your fucking bell, you'll remember exactly who you're dealing with. And that goes for everyone in this match. Dante, I'm extremely upset with you because, let's be honest, I thought you'd be out here ready to go too. Ready to show everyone how excellent you are. And then you decide to play hide and go seek? Disappear? Can nobody find you? It's fucking pathetic. And, Elijah, sneaky little snake, I have the remedy for you. I'm just gonna cut your head off with that and stuff you in a hole. Bury you with the same weapon I'm gonna use on everyone. I'm gonna show everybody why I am #1 across the charts and why y'all are pathetic for even trying. I'll see you all very soon. Toodles.
Man, there was some shots fired on that, wasn't it?
Yeah, big shots fired. Wow. So they were allowed to bring anything. They all brought their mouth.
Yeah. You see some sparks flying out there. Definitely. Yeah. That was a good one there. We got a couple more matches to go. We got one here.
How many more?
Huh?
How many more?
We got 3 more matches.
Well, 2 and a half because you're in the other one.
Damn, listen to this shit. I'm going to take this. I'm going to go to the ring because we got Jimmy taking on Rig. Oh, my God. These two have been firing at each other in the locker room. And it has been nothing but fucking bop, 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 bop. And we're going to
back and forth, back and forth. All righty. So, Jimmy, Rig, let's see what you got.
Heart and Soul Promotions, we're finally here. You know who I am. The R to the I to the double G, baby. Been a while since I've shot from this angle, huh? I figured why not end it the way it all began all those years ago, inside the cab of my rig, the way that only I can successfully do. But tonight, see that pretty thing? Oh, look at she glisten. Revolution, go check her out. Set that right there. Tonight is not about Revolution. It's not about Fight Night. It's not about anywhere else besides right here. Heart and Soul Promotions. Tonight, on Hsp Greed, you get to watch as one of the OGs take on this green newbie. Now, Jimmy, I understand that you want to come out here and you get all aggressive in the camera, blah, 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 and you might do that tonight. Good for you. You learned from some of the best. See, the thing about it is, Jimmy, it's real simple. See, Jimmy, I decided to give you your dream match tonight against me. Because why not give you a part of HSP's history. You see, son, you can come out here and join the end game all you want. You can come out here and be Shady's protege all you want. But think about it, Jimmy. Just take a minute and fucking think, son. We're at the end. They're letting anybody walk through these doors. They're letting anybody on this roster. See, that's the difference between you and me, Jimmy. I earned this. By the work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the vocabulary skills, all of it. I earned it here. You have never been nothing more than a visitor. See, Jimmy, if I can leave you with any advice whatsoever, is watch how you say things. Because, honestly, when it comes to your hypes that you put out, son, I didn't know if you was trying to seduce me, talking about coming for somebody's ass. Talking about how you gonna fuck everybody, when we all know that in reality, it's because nobody's fucking you. Truthfully, Jimmy, you might walk away the winner tonight. Because this is all bittersweet for me. I can't come out here and give the full intensity rig that everybody else has gave. Because this place is my heart. This place is my soul. This place made me. So to see it closing its doors and the thought of it, well, great people live forever. Legends are never forgotten. Heart and Soul Promotions, we are the legend that'll never be forgotten. Till next time, everyone. For the final time here in Heart and Soul Promotions, this is Rig, and I'm signing out.
Jams, Jimmy Jams, Jimmy, 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 Jimmy Jams, Jimmy Jams.
You think it would be that easy, Rig?
Here we are, Hsp Greed. The final act of everyone's performance here. And you and me, R to the I to the double G, we're the ones that are going to have our names etched in the annals of time. Destiny, history shows you versus me. And how's that going to look? How's the revisionist history going to look upon this match? You think I was going to come out in a joking demeanor? You think I challenged your ass specifically to come out here and make a mockery of the hobby we do? Fuck you. I'm not just the king alive. I'm the king of everything that you want to be the top. At the tippy top of the mountain, that's me at the summit. You are still falling. down hard, hitting every cliff, every rock smacking your face because your friends here choose me. How does that make you feel? Fuckface? And when I say fuckface, I want you, your image, to be what's in that dictionary. There is so many people that want to see me lose, and tonight that doesn't happen. Rig, I see you for what you are. A lying snake hypocrite. You come out here with your little smirkies and your little comments and thinking you're funny with your hee-hees and ha-has, and you haven't even been remotely dialed in. You're smoking a cigarette, hanging out, while you should be getting your ass ready. So come match time, which is right now, right at your doorstep, what the fuck are you gonna do? Are you gonna rise to the occasion? Are you gonna go off and do your own little side tangents, the things that make you think that I am a dancing circus clown is what you've been doing since day one? You're a fucking joke. Just like everyone else. From Dr. Quack that says he's going to take his ball and retire, and we know he's going to be bouncing it come the end of the year. Dragon Queen saying, fuck around and find out, I don't want a piece of her, has me blocked. Are you going to join that list, Rig? Or are you and me going to go out there, light this son of a bitch down, show that you and me are the two greediest motherfuckers left in HSP? And then after the match, after I put you down and I take my hand, reach down, hoist you up, pick you up, and keep that hand out for you to shake it and embrace your winner, Champs.
Man, those two didn't hold back, did they?
Them big fists were flying everywhere. And it was nice to see vintage Rig, as they put in here, back inside the truck rig, back inside the... Got my goosebumps going.
I'm telling you.
That's something that I will miss when we close our doors as vintage Rig.
That I will too. But now we've got our semi-main event here. We have two people that have fought each other before, and they have a big historic rivalry. We wanted to put them right here with the semi-main. Talking about Vagabond, talking about Mr. Wallace. This is going to be one hell of a fight. But I'm going to tell you, I'm heading out of here because I'm getting ready for the main event. I'll see you later.
Well, on that note, then, folks, Vagabond versus Mr. Wallace. This match, these two guys were members of the Era of Reality together. They've teamed together, and now it's time to watch them tear the house down. There's no more reason to say any more words. I'm looking forward to this. So, Vagabond, Mr. Wallace, the floor is yours.
Yo, Mr. Wallace, I got a really good question. Aren't you supposed to be retired? I mean, you no longer compete in WGP or the Foundation because the competition is far too much for you there in both of those places. But I guess you have to feel like a big fish in the bubble that is HSP. 4 years I had to wait to get this opportunity. 4 years of being told no. 4 years of being mocked, ridiculed, talked about behind my back by people I thought were my friends. And you know what the worst part is? You didn't defend me. You let it happen. But that's cool. We're supposed to be brothers, right? Era of Reality, EOR, means the end of your fucking days. Well, today is your last day, and it's about to be your end because I'm going to be the one to end you. And do you want to know why, Mr. Wallace? Because in those 4 years, you started to slow down. You were getting tired. You were getting tossed around like yesterday's news by people you should have been beaten. But here you are in HSP as the heart and soul champion. You don't have no heart, you don't have no fucking soul. As far as I'm concerned, the man I see in front of me is just a shadow of his former self. I don't know who the fuck this man is. See, you can put up a really good presentation of somebody that's supposed to be dangerous, but I know you. You no longer compete in the Foundation or WGP or even the BWO because the competition, as far as I'm concerned, the competition in all those places dog walk you. So in order to feel powerful, in order to feel special, you came back to HSP. For all the validation, for all the adulation. Because within this bubble, you feel like a big fish. You feel relevant. You feel special. I have to remind you, Mr. Wallace, last time we faced off, I retired you. I dog walked you. I embarrassed you. I'm gonna embarrass you again. And do you want to know why, Mr. Wallace? You're gonna try the same old material that's been tried against me before, and it didn't work, it didn't prosper, it didn't get you the W. In fact, it's gonna put you in an outline of chalk next to the bodies that I have to put down. Because I'm not leaving without that pure heart championship. You don't have no soul, you don't have no passion. Nothing, Mr. Wallace. I'm so damn good, I made A-List bring out the virus. I don't take it as a loss, I take it as a fucking compliment that he had to bring out the virus. So, I want you to take this as a lesson and a reminder that you were never on my level. Back then you were. 4 years later, you're nowhere near me. The skill gap between me and you is far and wide. My chessboard, I never have to look down when I move my pieces. Basically, the game's over. And I'm the new champ in this bitch.
Heart and Soul Promotions. You know who the hell I am. Make sure you say the damn Mr. But make sure, of all things, refer to me as the greatest performer in HSP's history. Refer to me as the heart and the motherfucking soul of HSP. Refer to me as your forever pure heart champion. And it feels good to be forever. And with that being forever, I have nothing left to prove. So why am I here? I'll tell you why I'm here. It's because somebody has decided to stop running. Somebody has decided to step up to the big boys' play. Somebody has decided that they want to try to teach Big Brother a lesson. See, the thing about it, Vagabond, you've been trying and trying and trying for years. Oh, don't try to act silly now. Vagabond, let's tell the truth. Let the world see the truth of what you've been chasing for the last 4 or 5 years in this game. See, ladies and gentlemen, me and Vagabond go way, way back. He was already promoing in some damn dumps somewhere in the internet
But it wasn't until he got the BWO. It was myself. And it was Stephen Faison, R.I.P. And it was the Mad King Byron Hinton. And we was already EOR. We was already era of reality running shit. It pops up Vagabond and BWO. Said, ooh, that might be a little diamond in the rough. And we took you in, Vagabond. We showed you the ropes. We gave you the blueprint on how to be successful. And guess what, Vagabond? For the most part, you lived up to it. Championships here, championships there, champion there, everywhere. Yeah. See, but with that choice of joining something so dominant and what we were in EOR, you didn't know that you handicapped yourself. It's because you put yourself behind a whole bunch of shadows you would never overcome, and I was always the biggest shadow. See, I done things here in HSP that you fathom, wish, hope that you can do. All the success you've done everywhere else. Why not here? Oh, I get it. Because in the purest form of promoing my little brother, I tried to give you the game. I tried to give you the blueprint on how to be pure at this game. And it just never clicked. But a master of the shadow realm, you could never master this shadow that was always casting on you when it wasn't your fault, little bro. It's because I am Mr. That's right. You say the last name. I've always been that shadow. It's cast over a lot of people. You just happen to be standing next to me, little bro. Always remember that. Make sure you say the mister.
Wow. Those two guys definitely threw it all out there. But talk about throwing it all out there. As I said before, Dr. Quack, I poked a little fun at him, but he is a former champion, as is A-List Alverson, and that's right, it's the main event time. A-List Alverson and Dr. Quack. As you heard and as you all know, me and Dr. Quack started this with a few other guys. A-List Alverson was one of the prime people that we were able to have come here and help put us on the map. But now I guess there were some grievances, and Dr. Quack gets to air them out against A-List Alverson. And yes, I'm told Dr. Quack is in position. So, Dr. Quack, A-List Alverson, gentlemen, the main event is yours.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart and Soul Promotions Greed. This is your main event, and I am your favorite doctor, Dr. Quack, the president of HSP. And tonight I get to take on arguably the greatest promo artist of all time, talking about A-List Alverson. I mean, what kind of match would it be for all of you? The greatest promo artist and the greatest promoter in all the game going one-on-one. But I'll tell you this, A-List, you have done a lot of great things in your life. You have come out here and beaten a lot of people. But you are nowhere near the level of my caliber. Because look at me, folks. I have already came out here. I have done so much. I have came out here and destroyed rival companies. I have came out here and put HSP on the top. That's right, because without me, you, A-List, weren't anything. for you. Remember, nobody really wanted to talk to you. They didn't want to discover you. They all said, oh, you're just that kid out there. But it took me to come out here and go, here, let's shine some light on you. Let's go out here and make sure you're the best. And look what happened to you. You came out here, you did well in HSP, and then other people said, you know what? I want to book you on my cards. You know, that's how you got over there in Foundation, and that's how you got over there everywhere else on this side of the tracks and that side of the tracks. Got there in FTW, got there in PPA, got there in WGP, you know, went back to Revolution, you know, even had a match over there, you know, with PDA a little bit. Been doing a lot of great things. But it was me that made you. Because you came out there and did your thing, just like the little puppet that you are. And I am the puppeteer. I am the George Soros of the promo game. No doubt. Look at all my competition, which I destroyed. I mean, look, I even put people out of this promo game, you know, like VOH. They're gone, you know. Took out them. Made Old School cry because he couldn't defend his title no more. Oh, that's right. Go hang your own Fed. But it's not about you. This is about me and all the great accomplishments. I mean, look, I came out here and made the EWN Hall of Fame. But more importantly, I made the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame in the class of 2020. I done so much around this game. I made so many people look great. So it wasn't you that came out here and looked good. You can give all that credit to me. I'm the one who came out here and made everything wonderful. I mean, look at all the stars I created. I look at this. I created the Heathen. I created the Storyteller. I created Half Past Black. We created the Tag Team Live division here. Me. Created the Gauntlet match. Me. Look at everything I have done because I am the best. And tonight, when you and I meet A-List, it is going to be one hell of a brawl. Just know that. Because when it's over and it's said and done, when you go back to that locker room and you go, damn, we finally had our match. We finally had our match in HSP, and I gave it everything I could. But I couldn't get the job done because I am the best. And if you're not down with that, I got two fingers for you.
I found it. Look, we're going to take care of you. It's alright, look, this is not an experimental drug here, don't worry. Okay. It's alright, buddy. Don't worry, you're going to live. You're going to be okay. You just relax, okay? This isn't going to hurt by a little bit. As they say in America, no spook at all. But this guy needs to spook it all because he is starting to die slowly and fading away.
It's time to let it all go now, isn't it, HSP? This is the end. The last deal. The final hurrah. Promo Artist of the Year 2022. All these trophies that have been cluttering up my wall for the last 4 years now. Gimmick of the Year. Most hated. This is all funded by Dr. Quack. The man who sunk more resources to try to make this something that it was never meant to be. Triple Crown champion. Gauntlet winner. I'll give you that. You tried, Dr. Quack. You really tried to do better than you are capable of. But tonight, HSP and the career of you have come to an end, as you requested, by the hands of A-List Alverson, the two-time champion of champions. These shits don't even fit in the box. But just like you know that Chris Benoit did it, you knew this was never going to work. For some reason, you got this belief in things that are just simply untrue. You know, when you started HSP, You had low lives like Rig, Heathen, and Storyteller believing that they could make $400 a week cutting a 3-minute promo. That you could actually sell this as a television property for meaningful money. You got the big fancy belts made. You had Hero Go TV. We were on a cable channel in West Texas that I'm sure nobody ever watched because the content was terrible, just like everything you venture to do, Dr. Quack. I remember you starting up your house calls page. Nobody wanted to hear from a car salesman trying to tell people how to buy cars. Nobody cared about you adjusting from military to civilian life, but you found a niche that worked and grew, didn't you? You found one in rage bait and recycled wrestling clips that you don't own the rights to. Congratulations! You made it to the big time and left us all in the dust. The one thing that's been true about Dr. Quack, from here to eternity and back again, is that he is the promo fan. The promo fan. If there was ever a show that was on, he'd be the one to watch it. And he'd tell you how much he hated it and what you did wrong. And never once did he actually look in the mirror and see why he would fail at anything. I'm sorry for the folks that wanted to see HSP continue. So I'm not sorry to anybody. I am not gonna miss the harassment in the locker room. I am not gonna miss the crash outs and meltdowns of Dr. Quack. And I am not gonna look back with anything but a self-sense of accomplishment. Heart and Soul Promotions, you had the run that you needed to have. Dr. Quack, you're gonna go where you need to go. I'm A-List Alverson. I have held no punches tonight. And an HSP Greed concludes with me bidding you a fresh adieu.
That's right, folks. Make sure you're tuning in, watching the champion or the Quack Invitational Tournament for wrestling knowledge. One champion will be crowned. The drawing will be done, and then the seeding will start on October 1st. And with that, also September 20th, we will be having our final show, the Champion of Champions match. Instead of just recent years, if you held champion versus the last 12 months, no, this time anyone who has held a title in the entire existence of Heart and Soul Promotion, even if you're no longer somebody who likes us, we have made the offer to Tonstradamus, to Old School, to the Bronx Bomber. They have all held belts here. If they would like to come and compete one more time to prove themselves to be the champion of champions, they are welcome to, as long with anybody else who's ever held a title here in Heart and Soul Promotions. That is September 20th. It's a Sunday, folks, so be watching for what time that's going to start. But it is the day that we started as Heart and Soul Promotion 5 years ago, and we're going to go out on the same day we started. Oh, man, he is back, Dr. Quack.
Oh, thank you. I'm telling you, man. Thank you to everybody who had competed on this show.
I will say this before we get into the results. I was expecting a get in there, pal. You sounded like Vince McMahon.
I kind of channeled that a little bit, I felt, but I'm telling you, thank you for the match, A-List, and definitely thank you all for coming out here and watching and being supportive of Heart and Soul Promotions. You ready for results?
I am ready for results. And since my match was first, I have no clue, none, who did this. What I will tell you all right now, it has been history here that we've always used professional wrestlers as judges. This match is the sole exception. And I will even tell you who the 3 promo artists are, because they do not compete here. We had Jordan Drake, the Villain, and Brick Johnson were the 3 selected judges to make this match fair so that I did not get an advantage as a professional wrestler with professional wrestling judges.
Well, let's take a look here, because I will tell you, here it is, the results from Judge 1. That you, sir, only got 1 victory out of 3. You only got a victory over Shady. The other 2 ended up winning.
Well, I'm not disappointed with that because we all put on a great promo.
And the second judge said you only beat Johnny Blade. The other 2 got a victory over you.
Okay, so they've got 2 points. So they won. But did I get a vote?
You got 1 on that one, the second judge, but the third judge, you got swept.
Ooh.
So your winners is the triple threat team of Johnny Blade, Shady, and Vane.
Gentlemen.
That's a good match. That is not easy wrestling a 3-on-1 there.
No shame against 3 guys, 2 of them Grand Slam champions, 1 of them a former Pure Heart champion, 2 of them are in the Ring of Honor here at Heart and Soul Promotions. No shame in losing to those 3 gentlemen. Great match.
Definitely. Great match there. All right, let's get down the rest of these results. I'm curious on mine. I'm in the last. I got to know what happened here.
Yep. I got that set aside right over here.
So in the Ultimate Submission match, Cruella and BBG with a 2-1 vote. Your winner, Cruella the Vamp.
Ooh. Congratulations, Cruella the Vamp. BBG, it was a great job.
Judge 3 is always evil.
Always evil.
There you go. Cruella got her victory. We have Bossolini and Havoc in a clean sweep. Your winner, Bossolini.
Woo.
Judge 3 even liked you there, boss.
Yep. And Bossolini, we forgot to thank you on this part. Also gave a lot of great, kind words about Heart and Soul in his time here. Again, thank you to Bossolini for being here.
Thank you, boss. Now, our next match was not judged by our judges. This was actually done by the referee. No, Havoc did not win. Boss ended up winning that match. There you go. See, I tell you. All right. But yes, BBG got to referee the steel cage match between Uncle Leroy and Elijah McFly. And your winner, Elijah McFly.
Ooh.
Uncle Leroy, you got crossed by your brethren there.
I guess so. And I want to say something to old Chubby Gamer over there. Since he's high, he won't remember I said it. He must have fat fingered the keyboard there.
Okay. And in the Pinata pole match with a 2-1 vote, 2-1.
Ooh.
Your winner, the Dragon Queen.
Congratulations.
We're still trying to figure out who that was as the Piatas. If you do, let us know.
All I'll say is they did a good job of slapping around Vince Russo.
Yes, and by forfeit, Doppelganger got to beat Heathen. Maybe they'll have a match somewhere else. Who knows?
I'm still trying to figure that part out of what that was.
Besides, so does that mean you got a victory? Because I saw you with a mask. I could have sworn I saw you.
It's all good.
I'm telling you, that was definitely wild. And here we go. 80s match. Half Past Black and Storyteller.
With the coin flip said half past black. What'd the judges say?
Yeah, they said that. But the judges, they said clean sweep. Your winner, half past black.
Woo! The coin was correct.
Stop. And in the Transylvania Street Fight, in a clean sweep, your winner, Cruella de Vamp.
Ooh.
She won both tonight.
Yes, she did. Congratulations.
And in the Fatal 4-Way, your winner with a clean sweep, everybody going first place vote, your winner, Dante Black.
Hey, congratulations.
Everybody's out here. Congratulations. All right. And we have in our next match, Rig taking on Jimmy. And in a sweep, your winner, Rig.
Ooh.
Congratulations, Rig. Great job.
Great job.
And in the semi-main, we had Mr. Wallace taking on Vagabond. And your winner in a clean sweep, Mr. Wallace.
Wow. I did not expect clean sweep on that one.
Well, I'm curious to see what happened there. You know, I mean, A-List cut a good promo. I think I cut a good promo. Let's see what the judges had to say.
Well, in the theme of the last couple of matches, in a clean sweep.
Wow. Did I win?
Judge 1, Judge 2, and Judge 3 all went for A-List Alverson.
Wow. Congratulations, A-List. It was an honor to take you on.
Hey.
One more match.
It was our last show, and even though here it's done by judges, it's not done by booking like it is in pro wrestling, we still did the honorable thing. We both counted the lights.
We did. But there's our show, folks. I want to thank everybody who's ever been a part of HSP, who has ever, came out here, been a fan, been a promo artist, been a supporter of us. We definitely appreciate it. We got one more show. And that is our award show. We will have the Champion of Champions match. So if you are a champion, by all means, feel free to enter and send it to that man over there, the important one.
That's
September
right.
20th.
They're due by September 15th. For those of you watching who were champions, make sure you get them to me. I will forward them to Dr. Quack because, again, as I said before Dr. Quack came up, there are some people who, between myself and Dr. Quack, no longer speak to us. So we've made sure to reach out one way or the other, but everybody will be able to send it to me so that those who want to compete and get that last shot will get a chance at that last trophy as the final champion of champions.
And with this being our longest show at about 2.5 hours, I'm Dr. Quack.
And I'm the important one, Mr. Mayhem. Thank you all. We've done longer shows, but we haven't done very many better shows. Thank you all for the 5 years you gave us, Dr. Quack. Say your final goodbyes.
Goodbye, folks.